Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and we've got some craziness going on in Diablo 4. The server slam is basically closing right now as I'm making this video, but I'm actually super surprised that we're getting blue posts already officially from Blizzard and hot fixes during the super short server slam. So I want to talk about what this means and why it's a good sign for Diablo 4 and give you full context around the blue post pertaining to the Necromancer summons, because the Necromancer summons have been one of the hottest topics this weekend during the Diablo 4 server slam. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so yeah, I actually posted a meme here on the community tab of this channel talking about the difference between the Necromancer skeletons in the beta iterations and then in the server slam after they got nerfed or adjusted or whatever. And it's been a huge topic in the community. It's been all over Reddit, Discord servers, YouTube comment sections, live streams, people complaining, people saying they're switching off of Necromancer because it's really hard to fight bosses in the early game, to do anything against the world boss, because your skeletons are just constantly dead and you don't have enough corpses to raise them again because they die so fast before you can even get any value out of them or replace them. Then you have some people arguing you're just playing it wrong. You get perks later on that help you with maintaining corpses and summoning more skeletons and giving them more HP. So it's been a pretty hot topic, but the overall consensus within the community has been kind of trending towards the skeletons are a little bit underwhelming in terms of their survivability, and it's kind of turning off some people who were excited to play Necromancer that are now thinking about other classes. And full transparency, I kind of fell in that boat. I started out as the Necromancer for the server slam, and after about an hour or two, I was like, yeah, this is annoying. I'm having to spam the summon skeleton button, and I was like, I'd rather just play a different build if I have to be this active. So I swapped on over to Sorceress, and I was able to do way better than I was doing on my Necromancer. I was able to clear faster and contribute a lot more and level up faster, and was just enjoying the game more. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll probably be maining Sorceress. But it looks like they are already addressing this, which is crazy. And I mean crazy in a good way, because I'm shocked that they actually did a hot fix like during the server slam. And we've got this post right here saying, hi all, the team has just deployed a hot fix for the Diablo 4 server slam that will be addressing some of the feedback we've seen regarding Necromancer pets and their survivability. This is a back-end change, so users will not need to download a new update. The hot fix will take a few hours to deploy to all of its users. And just a reminder, the server slam is ending, basically like right now, as of me uploading this, the server slam is coming to an end, and then we will be waiting about 3 weeks, about two or 3 weeks, depending on like your pre-order and all of that, for Diablo 4 to go live. But what exactly are the changes to the Necromancer skeletons? And you can see a lot of people are asking that. It says Necro minions fixed, which, by the way, that would be my one complaint, is it would have been nice if they did give the details, like, hey, this is what we did previously, and this is what we're going to change now, instead of just like a blanket sweep. Hey, we're making an adjustment. It would have been nice to have the real numbers, but I was able to kind of find in this topic here that this person says, Crip said on stream, Crip refers to Criparian, very good Diablo player and a long-standing member of the community with a really big YouTube channel, pretty reliable source. And Criparian says that his early impressions were that the skeletons got about 50% more HP and take about 30% less damage. If that's accurate, if Criparian said that after testing, I would say he's probably pretty close, because he definitely understands Diablo very well. So that would be a significant buff for sure, to get both a armor increase, damage reduction, and 50% more HP. And for what it's worth, this person also says that the knee-jerk impression they had is that they are slightly lower damage, and they just cleared a whole dungeon on World Tier 2 without losing a single one. And they just did a Shava, which is the world boss, and the AoEs were no longer wiping out every skeleton in one hit. So typically, what people are wanting is some sort of AoE protection, some sort of one-shot protection, so that bosses don't just go and slam all of your minions down immediately, and then you're like, okay, you're scrambling to get corpses, you're scrambling to generate more, and then the boss just does it again and everything's wiped, and you can never get any value out of your summons. So it's looking like Blizzard did address this pretty quickly, and they're functioning a lot better now. And when you kind of scroll through the forums, it's looking like that's a pretty common sentiment, is that people are saying they feel a lot better, and it's definitely a welcomed change to the Necromancer minions. Now, I will say that within the community, a lot of people are saying it's not that they are strong because of their damage or their survivability. It is the tankiness and survivability that the minions give you by being able to just surround everything and lock down enemies from getting to anybody in the group. So I think like if it's fixed and if they're actually going to be surviving and they're going to be fun to utilize, now it's going to change a little bit of my opinion. I think it might be nice for each group to have at least one minion necro just for the tankiness, just for the distraction that all of those skeletons flying around provide for you. They soak up damage from enemies, they soak up aggro and targeting, and they make it a little bit easier for your whole party to survive. So I see this being a welcomed change that will definitely make Necromancer a hot pick when the game launches here in a few weeks. And I do also want to talk about, this is a really, really good sign for Diablo 4. From what I've seen in the beta testing and the server slam, they are making changes quickly. They're not sitting here saying, you know, hey, we're gonna have some meetings and we're gonna crunch some numbers and we'll fix this in a month or two. Blizzard is willing to dive in and make changes. And I think that is great for a new game in 2023. You gotta be willing to throw darts at the board and make changes and make adjustments when it's very obvious that the vast majority of your player base wants something addressed. Like they've been addressing dungeons. They did things like adding movement speed when you are carrying a box back to a location, and they're willing to adjust some of these mechanics and adjust some classes based on feedback they're getting from the community. And that is a very, very good sign for the long-term health of the game. And it means the future for Diablo 4 is promising if they keep up this pace of changes and communication and listening to feedback. The subreddit for Diablo 4 is already up to 156,000 people, and the game isn't even out yet. Like when the game actually goes live, the subreddit alone for Diablo 4 is probably going to be like 250 to 400,000 people, with the active number. I mean, right now it's 9K. That active number is going to be like over 100K. I expect I think for Diablo Immortal, the numbers were like 10 to 20% as much as the live game. So definitely it wouldn't surprise me if this is going to get pretty crazy for sure. So it's good that they're leveraging how popular the game is and how much people are discussing it to actually make the game better and do it quickly. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below if you have been playing in Necro and what class you're thinking about playing on launch and all of that. I'm excited to be back to covering the Diablo community and Diablo 4 on a daily basis here again on the channel now that we're getting so close to launch. And I will definitely be going hard in the paint to play Diablo 4 as good as I can and cover it for you here on the channel. So that'll do it for me on this one. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon in the next video. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Diablo 4 content. Thanks. Peace.